good. And before we tip...
Thanks, Brian.
That's a beautiful thing, Allie. Good report there. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Grizzlies. They've started strong this year, holding the second-place spot. And checking out the Spurs, 6.5 games back.
Right now for the Spurs, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. And for Memphis, Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Ja Morant is out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And Grant, how often do players check in on their own stats during a season?
B.A., everybody in the league watches their numbers. Some guys are just willing to admit it.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Now here's Jackson. Over Johnson. Off the left rim and out. Pounded by Morant. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Out left to the wing. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Pounded by Morant. Pass to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Snatched away.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could...
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
So on the floor for the Spurs. Pounded by Morant. And there's another one for the Spurs.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Adams covering. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Here's Morant. There's the drive.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
San Antonio's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Inside, Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Vassell. And there are the Spurs with another bucket. Memphis has gone just 1 of 4 from downtown so far in the second. Melton outside. This one for 3. Vassell with the rebound.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D.
And the Spurs making a change here. "17 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. There's the drive, and he gets it to go. Now it's a three-point Spurs lead.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to Jackson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Jackson's got 15 points in just the second half.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
We're at the end of the... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Jaren Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Desmond Bain. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Jones in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Over to the wing. Anderson for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Something else they've excelled at is their interior D. Their rim protection has been outstanding. This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And there it is for him. 24 points for him.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Count it.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
They swipe it. Over to the left wing. Anderson with space. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And now it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
He drops it from range.
His third triple.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
They just committed too many fouls. While you don't want to give up easy looks, you also don't want to give away points. It's been the free throw line.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Jackson.
Yeah, he attacked the block all game and has been rewarded for it. The fundamentals that he displayed are why he got whatever he wanted out there on the floor. Hey, let's face it, the defense had no answer for him.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks so much. I was able to hear San Antonio's coach going over their plan during the break. He told them to be patient, work deep into the clock if you have to, but get good shots. He doesn't want them to look up at the scoreboard. He wants execution on each of its plays.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew.
Fading back. Nobody there to even challenge him.
Memphis leading. Timeout call, Memphis.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Beverly, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Brooks. And he banks in the layup.
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Driving in is Beverly. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Third team foul. Shooting for San Antonio, Patrick Beverly.
Man, I tell you, you really have to appreciate how much Beverly hustles. He plays hungry and with an edge. He's skilled, though, on both ends of the floor in addition to that.
Jackson finds Morant. Here's Bain. Clock at 6. Back to Morant. From downtown. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game. But when it's dropping, he's...
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now. And so far, no go.
Into the lane. And a nice finish on the layup. Morant's got 9 points in the quarter.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
Power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Adams. It's deflected.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
It falls! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And then Morant with the dunk.
An electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive. And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Johnson. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
He connects. Timeout call, Memphis. They lead by 2. 17 seconds left in the fourth.
Hey, fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise. Let's make some noise.
Here's Bain. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Big free throws right there to make this a 2-possession game.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Brooks defending. Pass to Beverly for 3. Yes! Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings them within 1. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? He misses at the strike, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making. That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill.